everyone, it's Nicole and I'm back with another video. So I start my senior year in about a week and I was just thinking back to my freshman year and just how many things I wish I had known and just how different I was back then. Here's a nice little montage of me as a freshman. So I decided to make a video giving advice to all of you incoming freshmen just so that you can kind of hear the things I wish I had known. So the number one thing I have to say for freshmen is just don't try so hard to make friends. I know it was like this with me and I feel like it is for pretty much everyone going into freshman year. Your number one concern is just who am I going to be friends with? Pretty much every friend that I made my freshman year just came from who I was sitting next to in different classes. I feel like it's pretty much guaranteed that you will make friends in freshman year, so just don't put so much pressure on it. Another thing of advice I have is just don't be fake, which can mean a lot of different things, but specifically I mean don't try to act like a certain trend or group of people because you think it's cool. So don't try to act like the popular kids if you think it'll make you cooler, or don't force yourself to act like a VSCO girl because it's cool right now or trendy right now or whatever. And don't do my equivalent of that, which was to be emo my freshman year because I thought it made me edgy and mysterious. Just be you, and if what you are is a VSCO girl or emo, then go for it, but don't fake it just because you think it'll make you cooler. Get involved with different clubs and sports and theater and stage crew and all of that stuff, because freshman year I did no clubs, no sport, no theater, nothing. That is my biggest high school regret. I showed up to the audition for the musical my freshman year, but I got scared, psyched myself out, didn't go through with it, and I'm so mad at myself because when I did the musical the next year, it became my favorite thing and theater became the best part of high school for me. So don't be afraid to try out for a team or audition for a play or a musical, because not only are those great things to be a part of and can be really fun and you can find a skill or a talent, it also is a great way to meet friends. So definitely do something your freshman year. Just get involved in the school in as many ways as possible and just go out of your comfort zone. Also, go to the school events. You may not think going to a football game is fun, you may not want to go to the school dance, but get out of your comfort zone, go to them at least once, because you only get so many of these things in high school and then you're done and you don't want to look back on high school and be like, I didn't do anything. So make sure to go to all those school events, or at least most of them. I got a message on Instagram asking how to not piss off the older kids because older kids hate freshmen. Personally, me and my friends in most of my school really don't care about what the freshmen are doing. That's definitely not our priority at school. Maybe at other schools it is a bigger deal and people are meaner to freshmen. At my school personally though, we just don't really care. But if you go to a school where a lot of the older kids do talk down or bully freshmen, don't let that change how you act, because I feel like that's gonna be there no matter what you do. Also, don't make all of your freshman year a social event. I know I've been talking a lot about making friends and getting involved in socializing, but also you gotta keep up your grades in freshman year. I know me, I was like,
nobody's gonna look at my freshman year grades, it's fine.
But they could. Colleges could still look at your freshman year grades. They probably do. So you gotta make sure, even though you're going through this big high school transition and figuring out your place in high school, you still have to set time aside to study, and don't be afraid to go to a teacher and ask for help, or go to a friend who's good at that subject and ask for help, because if you get good study habits in freshman year, that'll carry on all throughout high school and make things so much easier for you when the classes do get harder. Also, don't be afraid to challenge yourself. I didn't take any honor or AP classes or anything my freshman or sophomore year just because I was scared that that would bring my GPA down, but thinking back, I could have handled it and I should have challenged myself and not waited till junior year to start doing those classes. So if you think you can handle it and want to give yourself a challenge, do honor classes and things like that. Another thing is just all of that drama that you think is the end of the world really isn't. People are gonna forget about that in a week or two, so don't stress about things like that too much. People change so much in high school and that's just inevitable. You're gonna be a different person going into senior year than you are right now. That's just part of high school and part of growing up. Someone else said, I just started high school and it's a religious school, but I'm not religious, I feel out of place. I go to a Catholic school and I'm not a practicing Catholic or anything, so I totally get what you mean by being out of place. I know for me, the only difference about going to a Catholic school is we have a monthly mass and we have to take religion class. If you're feeling out of place in religion class, you gotta just take it as any other subject. You're learning about something. It's okay if you're not a part of that thing. Just treat it as you would a math class or a history class or an English class. Just you're learning something, something, you'll study about it, you'll do your assignments about it, and then move on with your life. And if your school forces you to go to masses and stuff, they can't force you to participate. So as long as you're sitting there quietly, they really can't do anything. I also got a lot of questions on how to balance schoolwork with after school activities, and so far it really hasn't been a huge problem with me, because I know at my school we have a ton of like breaks just for studying, and also you have lunch and things, and if you have to, take advantage of that time to do work. You can get so much done in that amount of time. It might seem like a lot, especially if you're getting home late, but there's so much time just in the school day and during your practice and rehearsal to get work done that it shouldn't become too much of an issue. And if it does, then talk to your coach or talk to your director and try to work something out. And just in general, for keeping your grades up, as long as you set time aside to do your work, make lists if you have to stay organized, and just get yourself in a healthy mindset to be like, okay, I'm gonna focus on doing this. It really won't be as hard as you think it will be. With all that being said, that's pretty much all of the advice I have. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!